Sengoku the Buddha from One Piece. He, during Marineford, had Ace on the platform, and he was like, "This is where you'll die. You're the king of the pirate's son. You know, this was bound to happen to you eventually. You should have did right and did other things, but unfortunately, you have to die today. And you'll die in front of everybody, so they know that a true criminal was killed today. You know, Sengoku's the fleet admiral, so he's doing his job. See, and me, the Green Angel, I see Garp and Sengoku's relationship, and I'm like, he's dyeing his hair black to keep up with the Joneses and shit, because he's trying to show the world that the Marines are strong. We're strong. We have strength. We can hold down against these pirates. That's why he dyes his hair black. He's a 70-something-year-old man. He has no black hair, or he has no white hair. That don't sound right. Garp's a little bit more like, okay, I'm older, whatever. I might look like this, but I can still, but Sengoku's like, I have to keep an image. And then his, image showed in the, and look at the thumbnail now, the golden Buddha form. He has the human fruit model, Daibutsu. So his body shines gold like the Buddha and shit, and he can hit off shockwaves. He hit off these shockwaves on, the whole Blackbeard pirates to keep them at bay. He found out that Teach had the other devil fruit, and he was like, I have to keep, the Marines, safe. I have to act now as the fleet admiral, because this is an animal that is, has 2 devil fruits, so this shit has never been seen before. I have to, take action and shit myself. And then everybody was like, oh shit, the fleet admiral is finally stepping in. But he's kind of on par with Garp as far as like power goes. So let me run that by you real quick. Strength to 80 or 91% with the speed of 86%. He also held down Garp from killing, Akahinu. He wasn't gonna kill Akahinu, but he was gonna put him in the hospital. He was gonna fuck his ass up. Durability is at 89%. With endurance at a 90%. And then at 86% for intelligence. God damn. Experience is at 98%. And then close skills are 90%. Range skills are 92%, and then recoup's at 86%. With his hacks at 91%, and then overall power score 89.9%. And that is Sengoku the Buddha from One Piece. And he was the one to tell his men to stand down and other things, but they were listening to him because he's the fleet admiral. And then he gave his position to Akahinu later on. But stay cool on the corner.